thank you for tuning in to Plan with Kristen. I want to do a video sitting here talking to you. I got an email most recently and from Julia. Hi Julia, and she says, I wanted to let you know that I love your style on your videos and posts. Your honesty is extremely refreshing. Thank you. She says, I was wondering if you have considered doing a post or video about how you got started with your planning videos in this community. I've been an avid planner for years, and I'm thinking about starting to expand my love of planners into videos. So I would love it if you would be willing to provide some advice or tips. And for some reason I thought I did a video on this, but apparently I didn't, or a blog post. So I have not. I think I've talked about it a little bit, like in different live streams or whatever, but I haven't done a full-on video about how I got started making videos in this community. I might have, but it's time for an updated version. So anyway, so many of you have been following me for a long time, since when I started my planner, account, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. And some of you have not been following me that long, but you've been following me for a while. So I do want to give some backstory into how I got started with this whole thing. My first video on this channel is actually a big Mamby haul that I got for Black Friday, and that's my first video. And I never thought that I would be a person that did planner videos the way I do them now on my channel. It was mostly going to be used for like hauls and showing you how I decorated my planner, because at the time I had no way to really film plan with me videos how I do now. And there will be a video on how I film and the whole editing process and all that. That will be coming up later on in November or so. So anyway, I never thought that I would be doing videos like that. And it was mostly just hauls, and I would and show you guys, like I showed like my planner collection way back then and everything. And I kind of figured out how to do a plan with me video by accident. It was completely by accident. How I film my plan with me videos, I film them on my phone, and I have a floating shelf right above my desk. And I was trying to take a picture without my picture being blurry. And so I was like, I need to set my phone down somewhere and just put a timer on and take the picture. And I just put my phone on the shelf like this, and I was like, okay, I can do my plan with me videos like that. So that's kind of how it started, in a nutshell. And I really love doing my planner videos, and as most of you know, I will be venturing out into other topics, lifestyle videos that still pertain to planning, because you got to plan these videos. We use planners to plan our lives, and to plan out what we're gonna have for dinner, or plan out going to buy things to decorate our homes, or plan out days we're going to wash our hair, because sometimes I don't have a lot of hair, but sometimes we're like, I gotta wash my hair on this day where I'm free. We plan all of these different things. So it's all still gonna revolve around planning, and my planning videos are not going anywhere. My planner posts are not going anywhere. I'm not changing my name, none of that stuff. So kind of rambled there a little bit, but she wants to know like how to get started and everything. And I mentioned this in a live stream, and to get started on YouTube is very, very easy. It's the hardest part, but it's also very, very easy. My advice is this: if you really want to start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. And I know YouTube is intimidating. It's really washed out with a lot of different content. I mean, anything that you're looking for, you can find on YouTube. And it can be very intimidating to put a video on YouTube, because to put a video on YouTube, you want it to get noticed, right? Otherwise you wouldn't do it. That is, you want people to see what you do. You want people to like what you do. And my biggest piece of advice is just go for it. You don't have to have the greatest camera. You don't have to have the greatest setup. You don't have to, have the greatest anything, really. As long as you sound like you love it, and as long as you love what you do, the content, the subject that you do in your video, you're gonna have fun. So that is my biggest piece of advice, is just go for it. My second piece of advice is, do not let a thumbs down stop you from doing the video. Everybody's gonna do something on YouTube that people do not like. Like, for instance, if you look at any person, I use the makeup community on YouTube because that's probably one of the biggest markets on YouTube. If you look at any of the big beauty gurus videos, look at their thumbs downs. There's gonna be a lot, and there's a lot of people who just don't like the person. A lot of trolls, a lot of haters, and they're gonna thumbs down a video. So that even the most popular girls get thumbs down. And, you know, and that's usually what comes with it. When the more popular you get on YouTube or in any type of community, the more people are going to troll you. So don't let thumbs down deter you. Also, don't let the lack of comments or the lack of thumbs up deter you from making videos. I have lots of videos on here that maybe have 1 or 2 comments. I have videos that have a lot of comments, and I don't let that stop me from making the kind of videos I want to make, because at the end of the day, it's my channel. I make what I want to make, but one thing I keep in mind is what my viewers want to see. So that's 2 things you have to think about. And one thing you can think about if you want to know what your viewers want to see, third piece of advice, is ask at the end of your video. Like when you're filming a video, say you're doing your plan with me, and you say, if you guys want to see any suggestions about videos you want to see me do, leave them down in the comments. That's a way to get your commenters to engage with you and give suggestions, because if a viewer or a couple of viewers are suggesting the same thing and they see it, they see that you listen. So you do want to listen to your viewers, because, you know, they bring suggestions, they bring content, and if you're getting paid on YouTube and everything, and you've made it that far where you can get money from YouTube, they're a huge part of you making your income, whether you believe it or not. Another piece of advice is this, going back to don't worry about comments and likes and everything. Look at your analytics. Your analytics tell you everything you need to know without anybody commenting or saying a word to you. What your analytics are, it tells you the demographic of people that are watching, the ages. It lets you know what region of the world they are in. It lets you know what time of day they are watching. It lets you know how many people have watched your video, whether they did a thumbs up or thumbs down. Anytime somebody watches your video, that's like a little notch on the analytics. And it lets you know the duration of the time they watched your video. So if you have a 20-minute video and they stopped watching at 10 minutes and 15 seconds, it will let you know. If you have a lot of longer videos, which I see a lot of girls like in the planner communities have 30, 40-minute videos, click on your analytics and see where people watch the entire thing or see where people stop. If you have a lot of longer videos and you notice that people are not watching all the way through, that will let you know your videos are too long. Now, I know a lot of people like to be detailed and everything, but like I said, you have to think about your viewers and you have to think about their attention spans. As many of you know, I don't like doing videos that go over 20 minutes because I think about my attention span and I think of other people. And I've mentioned this in my live stream that a lot of people's attention spans are not that great because we're, you know, in life we're thinking about a million different things. And a lot of times when I'm watching a YouTube video, I usually have a TV in the background or one of my kids are yelling at me or something. So my attention span is not all there. Even when it's quiet, I'm still doing other things. And so you got to think about that. Another piece of advice is when you're doing YouTube videos, don't worry about going out and buying expensive lighting and, you know, those umbrella lights and everything, because it's not worth it if you're only doing videos a little bit at a time. What you want to do is do it in sunlight, which is what I'm doing. And I am filming on a Canon EOS Rebel T5i. Sit where there's some sunlight and go from there. Like I said, you don't need to go out and buy all this expensive equipment. It's not all that serious unless you want it to be. Another piece of advice is try to be consistent when it comes to an upload schedule. Mostly everybody knows that every single Monday, like clockwork, a Plan With Me video goes up on my channel. And every single Thursday and Saturday, a video goes up, whether it's planner-related productivity, a review, whatever, goes up. And that is a schedule I've created for myself. And if you're consistent and you have a schedule, it's like a TV show. If somebody really loves watching your channel, they'll say, okay, I know every single Thursday and Saturday, Kristen has a video that's going to go up. And I look forward to that. And I try to stick to that schedule. I haven't missed a day yet. Most of the times I know that a video is going to go up. If something happens, I try to let my viewers, my followers, readers know that a video is not going to go up. So try to create a consistent schedule. You don't need to upload every single day. You don't even need to upload twice a week. You know, if you want to do one video a week to start out, that's good. Don't put so much pressure on yourself where you can't keep up with it. That's the thing you don't want to do. Create a nice flexible schedule and work around your schedule, and that way you can put up good quality videos. Another piece of advice, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm trying to think. That may be it. You know, just really just go out there. Another tip is that it's okay to watch other planner girls out there videos and get a feel of what they do. You know, a lot of girls that do planner videos, they all put the camera down and do plan with me's. That's what they all do. And they do it for hauls and all of that and everything. It's good to get a inspiration from that. The one thing you don't want to do is copy, okay? Of course, you know, buying the same products and everything, that's inevitable. It's gonna happen, especially if we all like the same type of stickers or planners or whatever. But one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to copy someone's style. You don't want to copy the way they speak or the way they do things in their video, because it's gonna get noticed, especially if it's one of the more popular girls. They're gonna say, hey, you do this like whoever. And it may be on accident, but try to think of your own unique style and try to think of you know, a way you did things. You know, the way you do things without a camera is there when you're planning your video, whatever. You want to bring that to the camera because every person is unique, every person is different, and someone's gonna like that one little thing that's unique about you. And one thing about me is that I am not your typical planner girl. All of you subscribe to me know this. I don't plan like the typical planner girl. I don't speak like the typical planner girl. I'm very blunt and I'm very honest. And so a lot of people love that. Some people don't, and that's perfectly fine. And that's another thing. Be yourself while you're on camera. I am myself when I'm on camera. However you see me talk in my live streams, how I'm talking to you now, is exactly how I talk when I'm on camera. And don't put on this fake persona for your social media and your YouTube channel because you won't be able to keep up with it. Another thing is, if you're doing planner videos, my suggestion is to not only do plan with me spreads. You may love these, but you know, put a haul in there, you know, once in a while, or put in like a DIY, or put in something different but pertains to planning. That way you don't get bored and your audience doesn't get bored, because someone can say, okay, Julia, let's say it's they're talking about you, they can say, oh, Julia's doing another plan with me video. Julia's doing another plan with me video. And then your audience gets bored because you're very predictable. And so try to branch out a little bit. Try to do, you know, little things that still relate to your planner, but still are fun. You know, the things that you enjoy doing when it comes to doing your planner. And I think that may be it. I'm trying to see if she said anything in here that I haven't touched on. But yeah, that's how I got started. I just plan on doing hauls. You guys know I planned completely different way back then, and I didn't really think I was going to be this way when it came to planning and doing YouTube videos. I really thought it was just going to be doing some hauls and, you know, showing you guys what I got and showing you how I put them to use and all that stuff. And I mean, I haven't done a haul in a really long time, a haul video, which is good for my wallet and everything. But yeah, that's all the advice I have. You know, in a nutshell, to keep the long story short, just go for it. You don't need to go out and buy the most expensive equipment. You really don't. Film in natural light, because that's going to give you the best results. I'm trying to think about what else. Oh, another piece of advice: make sure when you pick your name for YouTube, it's something you're going to want to keep, because once you pick your name for YouTube, you cannot change it, and you cannot pick a name until you have 100 subscribers. So keep that in mind. You know, like I said, my YouTube channel is called Planning with Kristen. I was asked if I'm going to change it. No, I'm not, because still going to be doing planner stuff, even though I'm incorporating lifestyle videos. Still planning, you know. So yeah, I think that's all. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If it's something that you want to know that I didn't mention in this video, please ask it. I'm always willing to answer questions. And with that said, I'm gonna get out of here, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. See y'all later. Bye.